In the space of a few minutes, this Bristol street became almost lawless. A warm summer evening had boiled over into a volatile outbreak of sporadic violence. Tensions have been simmering for some time about the opening of a new Tesco store. It quickly became a target for a minority of troublemakers.
We've been saying to the council and to Tesco for over a year now that this will happen if they go ahead. We've been very clear that that's not the direction we want it to go in, but the reality is that we do live in a very fragile community here, and that it's very visible that there are groups within our community that are prepared to break the law if their voices are squashed and not heard.
Nobody really wanted Tesco in Stokes Croft. Everyone's pro the local businesses and nobody wants their business to be damaged, but for me, when it got to this stage, it's like a step too far. It didn't warrant this.
The trouble was sparked when police made a handful of arrests at a squat opposite. Officers say they found petrol bombs there, destined for the Tesco store. Hundreds who'd gathered from nearby bars and pubs to watch events refused to leave. A minority lit fires as 160 riot police arrived. Makeshift missiles were hurled at officers, but some felt the police response was heavy-handed.
It would have been better to have just let them carry. It was a road that was already blocked off, so they weren't causing an obstruction, and the police did sort of wade into that. I think at one point the dogs were put into the crowd, and there was a lot of people being pulled out. The person I was with was hit with a truncheon when he was just standing by.
There were further arrests, but no one was seriously injured. Police say they'll review their role in the incident.
If people do believe we acted heavy-handedly, we have to look at that. And at the moment there is a debrief taking place at our police headquarters to look about how we dealt with the situation and preparation for the future.
There were reports that a petrol bomb had been thrown at the store and that 2 security guards were inside at the time. Tesco has condemned the violence and says they'll do all they can to help the police with their investigation. It's not clear what effect reopening the store would have, but Tesco say they will. Police have called for calm and say those at the heart of the trouble will be prosecuted.